Al, Danny Emmerman with the SF Standard over here. You spent 7 of the last 9 years with Boston, won a championship, your family's there. How difficult was the decision to leave?
It was very difficult. Boston became a second home for me, and just being in that community and being part of that city was something very special for me and my family. So it wasn't an easy decision for me to make.
And how seriously did you consider retiring?
Not at all. I knew I wanted to keep playing.
Anthony Snyder with ESPN. How are you? Why did you choose the Warriors? What do you see with this opportunity?
It's a great opportunity to compete and to win at a high level. When I think about the Warriors, I think about Steph and Draymond and Steve Kerr and seeing Jimmy Butler here, what he did in that second half of the season last year after the trade and how they're playing. For me, if there was one place that I was gonna leave was for this. Like I said earlier, it wasn't an easy decision for me to leave Boston, but if there was the place, it was this one, and it happened, and I happened to get this opportunity, so I jumped at it.
Demetrius Johnson with KALW Radio. Hey, Al, as you enter year 19, what's the key to longevity physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually?
I'm glad you asked that question. For me, my faith, it's what holds me, what carries me strong, and that's where it all starts with me. That's where I lean on, and that's where I find my strength. And then besides that, you do what everybody else, tells you to do. Take care of your body, make sure that that you're getting your sleep, nutrition, all those things, and it's a lifestyle that you have to embrace in order to be able to continue playing at a high level. I understand the challenges. It's much more difficult the older that you get, but that's where the discipline comes in and the commitment to the daily work, and you have to enjoy this. You have to enjoy this grind and this process, and I still enjoy it a lot.
Joseph Dicus with the San Jose Mercury News. How do you see yourself fitting with Draymond Green, not just offensively, but on the defensive side of the ball? Steve Kerr said you're someone who defends the middle, is kind of a stopper in the back. How do you see yourself fitting on defense?
Well, very well. Draymond is an elite defender, defensive player of the year. All defense for many years. Just a guy that knows how to play, that's going to make the game easy for me. And he's somebody that I've been leaning on a lot just since I've been here, just trying to learn from him, ask questions, trying to get as familiar as I can, as comfortable as I can, especially on the defensive end. And he's just a very smart player that just thinks the game, and he sees things very clearly. So for me, I don't think it's going to be an issue, and I'm just going to be, I'm going to be trying to learn from him as much as I can, any opportunity that I can.
And how different do the Warriors do things defensively, or just as a scheme compared to other teams you played on in the league or seen around the league? How different are they?
It is different. It is different, with some of the rotations and how we want to defend and the things that we want to take away. So I'm here trying to get acclimated quickly, and today was a really good first day of practice for me, and I just have to continue to take all the information and try to get caught up to speed with what's expected of me.
Hi, Al. Janie McCauley from Associated Press. Welcome. What was this like for you the last few months when there was so much uncertainty around the Warriors' free agency period because of Kuminga's stalemate? And did you just sort of hold out faith that you'd be here with these guys eventually when the timing was right and to get going? And I'm sure it was a little bit strange as well.
Yeah, definitely a lot of emotions, a lot of questions, especially trying to make a decision. And for me, more than anything, I wanted to make sure that my family and everybody was stable and in place, and that was the biggest thing. Once I knew that we were taken care of, and as far as that my family was good, then everything else, was kind of easy. But it was definitely a very odd off season, just kind of waiting and seeing what's going to happen, seeing what's going to take place. Just my whole focus was on my training and preparing myself and making sure that I was in the best place for when the season started.
Tim Kawakami, Pacific Standard. You've obviously matched up against the Warriors in some huge games, obviously Boston, but I remember some big games with Atlanta too. How well do you know these guys? You mentioned talking to Draymond. Did you have pretty good relationships with them even before this summer? And like, do you feel like you just can fold right into this very veteran group too? How do you fit into all that?
Yeah, like you said, we've had our battles over the years. I did not have a relationship with any other guys here. Usually when I'm on a team, I don't. You're not going to see me at half court at the end of games, hugging guys and socializing and doing all that stuff. I mean, maybe it'll change a little bit now because Drew Holiday's in Portland, KP's in Atlanta. Now I'll see some of my former teammates, and it'll be maybe some more affection in that way, but I don't have a relationship with any of the guys, so this is all fairly new. But the respect from my end is there with them, with what they've done, as competitors, competed against them obviously at the highest level. But now that that we're teammates, I'm quickly trying to get acclimated and quickly trying to find this Warrior way. It's new to me. But I'm excited for this opportunity that I'm getting, and to be here.
Nick Friedel, The Athletic. If we all agree that talent is most important, as a guy who's won in college, won at the highest level in the pros, what is the through line for championship caliber teams?
That's a good question. I think there has to be connectivity. I feel like that's you have to find that chemistry within the group. It's not so much about you do need the talent, but I feel like it's not so much about the names and the things that you have. You have to be able to put it all together. And that team, that particular year, you have to be able to to figure out how to play with one another and really understand that the team, it's very unique in itself, and I think that when you have success is when you're able to, as a group, to find how to play together, how everybody's understanding that there's a goal at task and nothing else matters. There's no individual numbers. There's anything else like that. You're playing to win, and when everybody's moving in that same direction and looking in that same direction, I feel like that's when you have a pretty special group, a pretty special team, and usually that's when you're successful.
Hey Al, how you doing? Sam Gordon, San Francisco Chronicle. New number for you this year, number 20. Any significance to that?
Not really. A lot of the numbers were taken. 42, obviously, great. 15, Geese is 15. And then with the national team years ago, I wore 10. Jimmy has 10. So 20 felt right. No particular reason. I showed it to my kids. They liked it, so we went with it.
Thank you.
Hi, Al. Chris Alvarez from ABC7 here in the back. Welcome to the Bay. You're talking about your family, how important they are. What was their reaction when this all went down? You're coming to San Francisco, and are your kids excited that you're teammates with Steph and Dre and Jimmy now?
Yeah. A lot of conversations with my wife and a lot of walks and before making the decision and everything. And then once we told the kids, they were definitely surprised. We were pretty settled. But I think once time started to pass a little bit and they knew that I was coming here, and that I was going to be playing with Steph, my son right away. He's very excited about it. He's very excited about, being here and learning. He loves basketball history, and he knows he's at the age that he kind of understands a little more. My girls are excited, but he really gets it. So it's they're all pretty excited.
Hey Al, Dalton Johnson, NBC Sports Bay Area. Just want to know your thoughts about the historical narrative surrounding the ages of yourself, Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy, and what you guys can prove to the naysayers when it comes to that.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's an older group, no question about it. But it's funny because I feel like I've been getting called old since like 30. I remember when I signed with Boston, that first extension. I think Brad said something like, "Oh, you're the oldest guy on the team," or something like that. At 30, and I feel like that narrative's been following me every year, and it is true. But we have a very solid team. It's not only the four of us. We have a lot of depth in this group, and a lot of the young guys I feel are going to play a big role in it. And for us is staying the course. Obviously health plays a big part in it. And I think that the focus is on the season and getting better. But I'm excited. I know that those guys take care of themselves. They're going to do everything they need to do to be on the floor, and we have a lot of experience.
Hello, Kareth Burke, NBC Sports Bay Area. Your old Boston teammate, Luke Cornett, said he's the best teammate I've ever played with, just a great leader. What are the things that make a great leader? And will that come naturally, or might it be just a little awkward as a new guy in the room?
Luke is great. I miss Luke. I think that for me, it's very clear. Draymond is our leader here, and then Steph and Jimmy as well. And I'm gonna just kind of follow suit and continue to look to learn from them, take guidance from them, and be here for whatever is needed from me. And there will be times that I'll probably step in, and if there's something that needs to be said, it'll be addressed. But I'm coming into a team that's already very established and has those leaders and has that identity. So I'm just very, very happy to just to be here, to have this opportunity.
Hey Al, Kenzo Fukuda with Clutch Points. A lot of people are excited about your fit with Steph Curry and offensively. I think Steve was saying I don't think he's had a stretch five like of your caliber before. I was wondering how do you sort of foresee your fit with Steph?
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited just to to be able to be on the floor with him and not have to chase him around and try to contest him and all that. So the fact that we're on the same side, it's something that it's special for me, and I'm really gonna try to take advantage and learn from him as much as I can. He sees the game in a very incredible way, and I'm just gonna follow suit and really lean on him and lean on Draymond to kind of show me the way.
All right. Yep. Sounds good.